Video words thrown in YouTube format to expose the daily vlog of being no one knows. Secret foes, life's pain and woes, rants and thoughts. Daily journal with iPhone and his grabs to show it off. Late night. Well, what time is it? It's like 20 to 2. Third night in the row that I'm having trouble sleeping because of, communication and this and the other, which is, sometimes it's fine. Some of you guys are fucking funny, but some people are just fucking annoying, man. Like, not just annoying, like they're just trying to get you riled up and angry, including, people saying, making fun of my so-called dead brothers, they're passing that, this and the other. I mean, whatever. Just, or about, taking people's faces off or some shit. Well, not like it's face of the movie, but anyway. It's not about that. It's, it's like, it's an analogy that, I was thinking about, and I don't know if I made it before, but I understood it all through my life. It has something to do with just being, basically it's inefficiency. That's what it comes down to. It's just so inefficiency. You would also say it's lunacy. It's freaking crazy. It's madness, and not to make a joke out of that. It's, it's like, let me see what I have. Let's say I have, and I'm going to use this again because I'm pretty sure it's before, this screw. Doesn't have to be this particular screw, but it could be anything on this desk. I have a mess here, right? And, I have a mask on my desk, like, say, this toolkit, And, I need to clean up, but I don't have any other space to put it, So what I do, and, this is why it's like, it's illogical and stuff like that. I will put it in a certain place. Either I'll let somebody hold it in the room or the house, or, I'll get like a P.O. box or something. And I'll pay money for the P.O. box. It's like $12 for a P.O. box for a month or something. Let's just say it's $12 or $15. Maybe it's a little bit more. But, I have to pay for that. And then, I would store it there. But, there's hundreds and thousands of these items here. I have a bookshelf, books, So I would go to each and every place and, I'll pay money. But it's like, even like something like this. Why would I be so concerned with something like this instead of just taking a whole thing and like maybe getting a storage area or, a different apartment, That's an analogy. And it goes with what they say, the migrant crisis in New York, that I just, I saw that at the beginning. And, what I understand is, they transport all those people, like thousands and thousands upon thousands of people with the buses. And how many people you could fit on the bus? I mean, what is the most efficient form of transportation? Also, why do you want to transport them to New York and Chicago, right? It's like that. And also, it's the nursing home. Whether the people in the nursing home, they're elderly, they found another place, or they went to family, or they relocated, or I don't know how they end up. It's significant, but it's not significant to this scenario. It's like, you're going to go through all that trouble just to allocate maybe, I don't know, a couple hundred people, A hotel, how many people can you fit in a hotel? You're gonna, that one hotel, even though it's not being used or something like that, and the hotel is getting a couple $100,000 per month to house them. Let's be honest, that's a lot of money. And also, the logical thing will be to have not just an encampment, because they have that, but it's like an apartment building. It's a big warehouse and apartment building for a temporary solution. And I'm not saying hostile, but it needs to be built or something like that. And also, if you don't have a building, well, why do you have all this stuff? Like, well, why do I have all these books if I don't have a place to fit them and I need to relocate them? There's also that. But it's this, it's like, I remember thinking that years ago, and I think somebody told me you should, not that I'm putting somebody in a spot, I'm not putting that, but it's like, I thought about that years ago, and just like, it just like something freaky, creepy I think about. It's like, I don't believe in that. But it's madness, and it's very logical, and it's inefficient. It's a waste of time. It's craziness. Once in a while, I get these thoughts, and it's not something I believe in. I see it all the time in society, especially with the migrant crisis in New York. Let's say you have a building and you have like, I don't know, 75 apartments. How many people can you fill? And why are you spending so much energy to go through that? And, I saw one video and they said, New York City has 24,000 vacant apartments. Are you gonna go to each and every one of those administrative work and spend all that time? Let's say, you know, one building has like 5 or 7 apartments. You're gonna put 5, 7 families or 5, 7 young guys. It just doesn't make sense. It's a lot of work, and it's frustrating to begin with, you know. Yeah, I just kind of thought, you know, they just say you'll get these people, you know, in this country. There's so much. They just land in the Midwest because then it's windy. It gets really cold. I understand that, but there's places around this communities that could build other communities. It'll take time, effort, and energy. That was my you know, way of reasoning. You know, if you need to have that, but if you, I saw the video yes, a couple of days ago, and you know, the enforcement agency on the border like just clipping the barbed wire and then letting people come through. It just, you know, so it's like, whether it's Mayor Adams, you're not, yeah, Mayor Adams, I'm not a big favorite of him. He's not a big favorite of me. His as an NYPD, make sure they harassed me when I was living in New York for like 2-3 months in my car. So I'm not a fan of those fucking New Yorkers, especially their government. And whether it's between Adams and Biden, I mean, what about, you know, who makes these laws? What about Congress? You know, what about those people? What about people like, you know, in Texas or, you know, New Mexico or something like that? What about those governors, those mayors? Who else oversaw that and, you know, participated in that? And you really look at the YouTube comments, it's like, oh, send them all to Biden. I get it, yeah, send them all to Biden. I don't think that guy would know what's going on. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You know, there's a lot more people involved in that. But, you know, it just seems madness to me. It just seems madness, like, you know, you're going to spend all that energy and, you know, you're going to go to building from building to house these people and just spread them all over New York. It's just, you know, it's like, you know, trying to put this in some place, and then you got to go through all that trouble, and people are going to be angry at you, but then you got hundreds and thousands of other things to put in that, and you're going to get a lot of anger to begin with. And, you know, it's like, you know, you're not paying for it.